This is the third video of the Best Time to Buy and Sell Stock series on LeetCode. In this question, you are again given an array of prices. You can make at most 2 transactions sequentially to maximize your profit. The constraints are similar this time too. The length of the prices is at most 10 to a fifth, and all the prices are within 10 to a fifth. There are at least 2 different ways to solve this problem that I can think of. In this video, we are going to focus on extending the solution I derived in the first video for LeetCode 121, and we'll leave the dynamic programming solution in the next video. If you haven't watched the video for LeetCode 121, I strongly recommend you to check that one out first, because the solution we are going to cover below are just an extension of it. Remember that the main reason we could achieve O(n) complexity last time was due to the preprocessing of the input data, so that it only takes me O(1) time to figure out the difference between each buy price and the corresponding highest sell price. And it is similar this time. We also want to trade spaces for time. But on top of just keeping an array of max sell prices, we need to keep an additional array to maintain the highest value of profit from the first transaction plus the sell price sometime before it happened. If we could make this array available while we are traversing the array to maximize the overall profit from both the second and the first transactions, then we can again solve this problem in O(n) time. So that's the strategy we are going to follow. And let me demonstrate it. Remember that last time we had this price array. We also have this max sell prices array. The max sell prices array, I, means the maximum value from I plus 1 to n minus 1. We first calculate this value, and then we will calculate the max profit. It's a global variable that we want to maintain from left to right. We'll calculate the difference between price I and the max sell prices I, and keep updating this max profit. We're going to do the same thing this time. But instead of going from left to right, we can also do it from right to left. So we're going to do this direction this time. Why do we want to do so? The reason is because while maintaining this max profit, I also want to maintain an additional array called max profit with sell prices. Now, the value at I this time is the max profit we can get from the later transaction plus the sell price of the previous transaction. This is exactly the same idea that I want to have this max sell prices array the last time. If this time we can come up with this array, then we will follow the same procedure last time to get the max profit from left to right by calculating the difference between this guy at I and the prices at I. It's the same procedure. And that is right down the pseudocode for you to refer to. Assuming that we already have the max sell prices, let's say we already have this value ready for us with the code from last time. Now, we will have an additional array this time, max profit with sell prices. And this is also default to 0 for everyone. At the same time, I want to keep a max profit, which is default to 0. This max profit now will be updated with a single transaction. So we will do for index in n-2 to 0. And this max profit with sell prices index will be maximum of the same thing, max profit with sell prices index plus 1. And the max profit we have maintained so far from the right. This is from the second transaction plus the new sell price. And then we'll also need to update this value. And let's review the logic here. So this max profit with sell prices index will be the maximum value of the value from the next day with the max profit you can get from the later transaction plus the price index. This is the max profit we can accumulate so far from the later transaction. And this price index will be the sell price for today. So we'll keep updating its max profit as the max profit you can get from the later transaction or the second transaction. But this max profit with sell prices will update it with this max profit and this price value. So we need to maintain both of the values at the same time. And once we have this array preprocessed, we can follow the exact same procedure from the first video. We'll be able to know the max profit from left to right from two transactions. And let's now go into the code implementation. I'm going to first reuse the codes for LeetCode 121, but with slightly different variable names, so that we can better reflect their usages in this question. I'll first introduce n as the length of the array. We have max second sell prices, which is default to 0 for every n. Now, I will iterate the array from right to left, and then keep updating this second sell prices as next second sell prices index plus 1, and the prices at index plus 1. Over here, we would like to get the max profit, which is default to 0, but instead of going from left to right, we'll do it from right to left this time. The reason we want to do so is because we want to maintain the preprocessed value in the new array. So next second profit plus first sell prices, which is also default to 0 for everyone. So notice that instead of just maintaining the sell prices as we did in the previous solution, now we want to maintain the profit from one transaction plus another sell price. And we want to maintain the maximum value of it for each index. Here, we will do the update for that value. First sell prices index I equals to maximum of the same value, same array from the next index, and the max profit we can get plus prices index. Now with this, we also need to update the profit itself. So max profit is the max profit and the next second sell prices index minus prices index. Again, this is the code we had in the previous solution. We now just need to, while updating this value, we also need to use that value to update this new array. Okay. At the end of this, we already know the max profit we can get from one transaction or a second transaction. On top of that, we also have a preprocessed array called maximum second profit plus first sell prices. And we're going to use that array to calculate what would happen if I have two transactions. Here, I will do the iteration again. But here, we don't care if it's from left to right or right to left. In this case, I'm going to do it from left to right. The max profit will be updated as max profit max second profit plus first sell prices index minus prices. That is fine. I not only know the max profit from one transaction or the second transaction, I also know that what will happen if I can actually do two transactions. At the end, I will just return the max profit again. Now let's do the summation. 3 cases are passed. And let's do the summation. This solution beats around 70% of the usage. This solution will actually extend the thoughts from the previous solution, and we can actually achieve this by having two preprocessed arrays to speed up the calculation. That's the end of this video, and thank you for watching.